Hello and welcome back to another episode of Forest Forever. We're now in episode 4 and we're just over a quarter of the way through the season. I need to try and start making more of a structure for these videos because I don't want the season to drag on for too many episodes per season. I think my target's going to be like 8 episodes, I think, per season or something like that. I wouldn't want to hard limit that because sometimes you have way more content than you anticipate, such as like a good cup run, which more live games might be needed. So I don't really want to say it's going to be 100% 8 episodes per season because you never know. As initially, when you start up a save, you tend to have the initial information, squad to check out, transfers, training, tactics, all that kind of stuff. And I think it's always useful to show everyone how you're going to run the club, what sort of ideas you have, and any transfers you might think of making, or people that you want to get rid of, and just ideally your way of going forward with the club. But let's get into the episode for today. As you can see here, we are now second in the league after that dreadful, dreadful display at Derby that we was watching last time. So this is where we left off. We lost quite late on, I think in the 92nd minute to Derby, which is our local fierce rivals. If you haven't seen the previous episodes, which you should definitely do. But since then, we've kicked on and we went against Luton. We won 3-1. We lost away to Middlesbrough 1-0, which is unfortunate, but things like that happen. But then after that, we've had the next 4 games and we've aced it. We beat Coventry 3-1 at home, then we beat Wycombe 2-0. We had a close game against Barnsley, which we couldn't seem to do anything in the second half, but we won that 2-1. And then we faced Bournemouth, who were third in the table, I think, and that was quite a close game, and we managed to nick it towards the end with Anthony Knockaert scoring a close range goal. But today we have a live game with Swansea at home. Let's see how this goes, and hopefully we can continue getting the points and maybe look to try and push towards the top of the table. It's pretty doable if Brentford drop points. Who are Brentford against today? They are against QPR later on. So we will go top if we win this, but Brentford are probably going to retake first position, seeing as QPR are on 7 points for the season and rock bottom, looking for relegation. One thing I forgot to show you was the goal distribution and the ratings and how people have been getting on individually. As I said, we're only pretty early into the season still, like a quarter of the way, but Lewis Grabban is absolutely flying out of his skin with this team. Like 17 goals, 4 player of the matches, 7.41 rating. Like this guy is doing unbelievable. Anthony Knockaert's contributed a few goals so far. Bermejo is, to say he's one of our new signings, he's popped in the goals when we need him. I think he's got 4 in the last 3 or something like that. Aside from that, I think goals are pretty split. Scott McKenna seems to be scoring from corners, which is pretty good. Cyrus Christie's also been coming up with some goals from attacking positions. To say he's a right back, he's definitely doing the overlaps that we want and contributing to some goals and even got an assist on one occasion. But all in all, I think everyone's playing pretty solid. So here we are, it's game day. Let's have a quick double check of this. Yuri Ribeiro, 75 minutes. I think I'm going to give him 75 minutes or something like that to get fit again, and then we can play him. Luke Greenman also got injured. I forgot to mention that one, which is stupid. But he was out for 3 to 6 weeks with an abdominal strain, but it looks like he's going to be back pretty soon. I think we just had the international break, so gave him some good time to recover, and so he doesn't miss too many games. Let's give Almeida a game because I don't think Swansea are doing too fantastic at the moment. We'll keep grabbing in. Bermejo's playing well. Lolly's doing all right. Yates, Arter, Christie, Warren, McKenna, Ribeiro, Samba looks fine for me. We have 5 substitutes, which I keep sometimes forgetting, but we can bring Ribeiro off, and I tend to bring one of these guys off, and then the other 3 tends to go for the 4 attackers that we have. Let's be having it. Look at this lovely suit here. I'm a big fan of a navy suit and brown shoes. Okay. Winners. Lovely stuff. Go on, Bermejo. Ugh. There we go. Let's have it going again. Ribeiro. Bermejo. Grabs. Oh, unlucky. Alright start so far. We need to be getting more shots on target. Let's demand more now. I think 20-minute mark is always the perfect time to have a little shout, because I think before that it tends to never get a reaction, which is strange. Not sure if anyone else has also noticed that, but I think it also did the same thing last year. We need a better second half. Here we go. Unlucky Scott. He's been doing well on set pieces, to be fair, Scott. I think Chris is going to have to get brought off now because he looks absolutely battered in. Which is weird because I'm not sure what he's actually been doing. I'm sure he was pretty fit to start with. We'll just bring Knockaert and Jenkinson on for the time being because Christie was pretty gassed out and we need something up front because we're not scoring at the moment. I don't want to bring Grabinoff yet because he's just the kind of guy who can change a game. But if we go up, I might bring him off. We need to be converting these. Let's change to attacking. 75th minute's going to be it. That's when I'm going to pull the trigger and just go all out with my subs. Big tackle, Yuri. That's why you're back in the squad. Swing it over. Back post. Real poacher's goal. Lovely stuff. The Lolly Knockaert connection. Let's make that a thing. If we get a second one here, I can go all out with my subs and give people a rest. Lovely stuff, grab it, 2-0. Love to see it. So he's going to come off now and have a little rest. Guerrero and... who else? I'm going to keep Worrell on because, I mean, we can have some rotation for the centre-backs. Let's have... Jack Colback hasn't played too much and we'll save Yates because he's on a yellow card. We'll also bring Sammy Ameobi on because let's give Lolly a bit of a rest. We're 2-0 up. We can afford to drop a bit of quality. I'm not saying he's the worst player, but Lolly's head and shoulders better than him. Let's come on, Knockaert. Guerrero. 3-0. There we go. Wrapped up. You love to see it. Absolutely menacing second half for us. Is this going to be 4? Is this the counter-attack? Oh, lucky Guerrero. Guerrero, by the way, has just started his coaching course. I think I might try and bring in some of the older players to become coaches in the youth teams and the reserves. Give them a chance because, I mean, players post-playing career need a job. Big win, boys. Big second half. Just what we needed. Top of the table. Let's see exactly how Brentford do, and then we can send the assistant there. Yeah, let's praise Scott. He's well. Keep it up, son. We'll just advance ahead a little bit here just to see how Brentford do, because I'd like to hope that we can hold on to this. Now, Brentford won. That's unfortunate. So going into December, I think I'm going to play all the way up to the Millwall game, play that off camera, and then we'll come back for the quarter-final against Burnley, and then we'll leave that there for the next episode. But if you have enjoyed watching this, make sure to drop a like. If you have any feedback or any suggestions that you'd like to make, or anything you'd like to see in this series, then make sure to drop a comment below. And of course, to stay up to date with everything that I'm doing, make sure to hit the subscribe button. As always, have a good one.